Deep in the Carpathian forests, where shadows cling like old moss, lies a forgotten village. And in that village stands a clock tower, broken, blackened and silent, except for one single, cursed chime at midnight. The locals whisper that it's the home of Dracula. For over 100 years, no one has seen him. They believe he's gone, or perhaps he's just waiting. Enter Labubu, a mischievous little creature from the woods, with wild hair, a grin that splits his face, and a curiosity that could get him into some serious trouble. One stormy night, drawn by a mysterious energy, Labubu crept towards the clock tower. He wasn't scared. He loved strange, spooky things. He could practically smell the fear leaking from the tower, and to him it was like the sweet scent of candy. With a giggle, he thought to himself, "What secrets are you hiding, old tower?" He pushed open the rusted iron gate, and a shriek tore through the air. Thunder crashed overhead, and the wind howled, trying to warn him away. But Labubu, grinning, stepped inside. The inside was even worse than the outside. Cobwebs hung like ancient tapestries, bones crunched underfoot, and the portraits on the walls. Their eyes seemed to follow him. Tick-tock, midnight struck. Suddenly, the entire clock tower roared to life. Gears spun wildly, chains uncoiled like giant metal snakes, and the walls began to bleed. But Labubu's grin only widened. From the darkness above, a voice whispered, a sound like dry leaves skittering across a grave. "Who dares disturb my slumber?" Labubu's eyes sparkled with delight. "Is that really you, Dracula?" From the shadows, he emerged. This wasn't the handsome, charming vampire from the legends. This was an ancient, twisted thing, with wings like torn curtains, eyes like burning coals, and a mouth that opened far, far too wide. "You woke me," Dracula hissed, his voice dripping with menace. "And now you will feed me." But Labubu just laughed, a pure, unrestrained laugh that echoed off the stone walls. "I'm not afraid of you." Dracula's ancient face contorted with rage. "Then I will teach you how to fear." In a flash, he vanished. The room went ice cold. Every candle flame was snuffed out, plunging Labubu into darkness. He was alone, but not really. All around him, the dead began to rise. Dracula's past victims crawled from the floorboards, their empty eyes fixed on him, whispering in a chorus, "Join us, forever." For the first time, Labubu's grin faltered. He didn't feel fear, not exactly, but a cold, prickling unease. He turned to run, but the stairs transformed into a giant mouth that snapped shut. Then he saw it. High above, nestled inside the broken clock face, was a glowing red gem, the heart of the tower. Dracula's power source. If he could just shatter that, maybe, just maybe, he could get out of this. So Labubu started to climb. The undead clawed at his feet. The walls shifted and moved, trying to confuse him. Dracula's voice boomed from every corner. "You will never leave this place." But Labubu kept laughing, louder and crazier with each step. His laughter echoed through the tower, and for a moment the ancient structure trembled. He finally reached the top. The gem pulsed with a sickening, heartbeat-like rhythm, and there, waiting for him, was Dracula. They stared at each other, monster to monster. "You cannot kill what is eternal," Dracula sneered. Labubu simply tilted his head. "Maybe not," he chirped, "but I can annoy you to death." With a feral scream, Labubu launched himself forward, not at Dracula, but straight at the heart of the tower. Crack! The gem shattered into a million pieces. The tower itself let out a deafening scream. Dracula's body contorted, cracking and splintering like old dry wood. The walls crumbled. The trapped souls of the dead rose in a cyclone of brilliant light, finally free. And as the tower collapsed around him, Labubu let out one last, triumphant laugh and vanished into the smoke and dust. The next morning, the villagers awoke to silence. The clock tower was gone. All that remained was a crater of scorched earth. But deep in the forest, children sometimes say they see a strange creature with wild hair dancing in the moonlight, giggling to himself. Some say he wears a shard of red crystal around his neck, and some say he actually made Dracula laugh just before he vanished. Or did he? Because on certain nights, just before midnight, if you listen very, very closely, you can still hear a single distant chime echo from the woods. Dong. Thanks for watching our little spooky tale. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the unknown. See you next time.